We're playing Beacon Pines. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. I've heard so many great things about this game, and somehow I've managed to not watch it, to not hear anything that might even resemble spoilers. Nothing of the sort. I've only heard people be like, oh my gosh, it's like a top-rate game, like it's amazing, everybody needs to play it, it's the cozy game of the century, or whatever. Whatever they all say stuff. So we're gonna try and play it today and see what's going on. And try and find out if there's music or if we need to put some on. Okay, we have audio. Ugh, these are not doing it for me. Give me just a second. Try and clean it off on my miniature shirt that has no extra fabric, but I don't see anything nearby for me to use. I should probably think about my life a little more realistically before I start these things. Like, who do I think I am? Okay. Oh, squeeze it through. Okay.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book.
Okay.
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told.
Okay.
In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1.
Chapter 1
isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
Let him go.
His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Luca Van Horn. Cute. It's like, do I have to do any? Okay. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. Aww. I was 6 years old when you died, and it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. That's sad. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Okay, they're starting us off hard and heavy. Hey, Luca! I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend.
Rollo.
He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone, too. What? Rollo! What? She's not gone. Oh, thank God. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay. Okay, Dad. See you next time. This poor child. Like, that's heavy stuff to go to by the age of 12. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Alright, let's go. Ooh. So is this like a... kicking all the dandelions. Oh! Achoo! Oh, we got a tickle! Oh, okay, okay. So I am supposed to... Are we gonna have more buttons than just spacebar? And so C is our backpack. Are these just achievements that we
Wonderful.
get?
I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book.
Really?
That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Interesting. Are we gonna battle with them? Or do we just go down? Achoo. Bless you. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Look to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I feel like I need to not do this voice for him. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like the... Oh, what was his name? Urkel. Like Steve Urkel. Like, what am I doing? I don't do well with new people. It's like... She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself. I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rollo. Got it. So, okay. We're figuring this out.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch?
Yeah, is it time already?
There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines.
Okay.
They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Okay. Some of them, so are there multiple?
Just some dusty knickknacks.
Dang it.
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
Is it just a sheet that she put up there? Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Well, is she home though? Because if she's not home, that's not cute. Oh, I didn't.
My. This is quite exciting.
Didn't need to go outside.
I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point.
Uh-oh.
There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word.
Uh-oh.
Step forth, dear reader.
Do we want everything to hinge on a single word?
A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Oh.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go. For Pete's sake, go change out of your pajamas before you say another word. But nothing. Inside clothes are for inside. And outside clothes are for
Luca
outside.
stared at his feet and muttered under his breath.
I wish I was one of those girls that, where, like, you can't have outside clothes, like, on your... You know those girls that are, like, your outside clothes, like, you have to change as soon as you come home because you can't have your outside clothes, like, on your furniture and your bed and stuff. I mean, I don't think I ever have outside clothes on my bed because I'm almost never in my bedroom. But I think some people do it for, like, their couch and stuff, too. Which, like, I get. but it couldn't be me. I'm way too lazy. I hate changing clothes. Mom always let me wear my pajamas in the garden. Well, Eleanor isn't here, is she? Now go upstairs, change, and then we'll talk.
Right, of course. I forgot about the pajamas.
Dang. Well, I was gonna kind of go in that direction subtly, but you made me go outside.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with a day of the week. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Nice. Oh, we got a junk charm. Okay. Nothing to say about this one. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Is this just peekaboo? Hello?
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
Oh, that's nice. That's very grandmotherly. I just stubbed my toe. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time. We'll go in later, I'm sure.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
It's Gran hiding. Hide. Okay, Granny. Do we have a sibling? Oh no, that's probably where Granny's sleeping. Look how nice and made it is.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater.
Nice.
Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Chill. My
Gran's moving
babe.
in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
I get it, but also, no. I used to get so excited when my grandma would come and stay the night. I mean, for a prolonged period of time, maybe I'd be more annoyed, but I swear I was obsessed with that
Gran's
woman.
bed was
I still am.
undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
That's probably everything in there. So do we go back out and do we have to talk to Gran again or can we just leave? Let's go try and talk to her because she really wouldn't let us finish, would she? Everything is like in diagonals. It's weird to use the arrow keys for. Okay, I'm gonna go hang with Rollo for the day. See you later. Nice. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We're just gonna go heart for the day. Ponder. Oh, we can decide. We're gonna go hide for the day. Okay, this is fun. We're just gonna go ponder. Are we gonna ponder about our mom, do you think? Or chill? I don't think we're gonna chill because he's not in a chilling. Yeah.
We were just gonna go ponder.
This feels right. This feels correct. We were just gonna go ponder for the day. Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff. Small stuff. Medium. Mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with the preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now.
Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
The Chronicle. Okay.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. you can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Oh, so I thought that hard over it just to do it again.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
Sure. We were just gonna go chill for the
best
day.
lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you're done chilling in time for
Easy.
supper. Thanks, Granny. Gotta go. We gotta go. Come on, we gotta go chill and ponder. Oh, I missed the door. Oh, and Luca? You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. Bye! Get into trouble with Rollo. Perfect. Let's do it. We're a couple of troublemakers if I ever did see some. Here we go. Do you think he's ahead, or... And should we check for more charms? And do we get to keep our old charms? We do. Oh, that's nice. I already can't remember what I was doing for him. Come on, come on! That's not nerdy enough. Woo! Dang it, Rollo. Here we go. Welcome to Beacon Pines.
Visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You think? More grand than necessary? Exactly grand enough. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2.
Wow.
Welcome to Beacon Pines.
Thank you.
For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Oh. Was that his name? The Foul Harvest? Hey, Mr. Care. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO
Kerr.
of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh darn dang right it is. I gave him the wrong accent, apparently. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried. Every time we play a game, I seem to have read a book that has like the same name. Remember last time it was Gary? Oh, I'm Gary. And it was like, the hell you are, you're not Gary. This time it's Rollo. I just read a book where the person's name was Rollo, and they made a comment about it being like a very odd name. They're like, Rollo, like that's a weird name. Like, what the heck? And here we are seeing it again. For me, within 1 week, I've seen it twice. Must not be that odd. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Oh, no. The left side's a little low. Wanna talk to this guy? Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, I can't talk now. Very busy with
Mayor
preparations.
Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Doesn't seem busy. Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Gotta go. Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. What? He's back. Okay. Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it. Alright. What can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh. Just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Bye, Mayor. Can't make any speeches. Ooh. Anything in the log? Nothing in the log. I just want to find all the cool stuff. Big chillin'. Are we just gonna sit here until I move? Okay. Cool. That was cool. We looked awesome. Ooh. Man, we can't do anything cool. Who are you? I want to make something up off of that. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? I think this is a dude. He can sound feminine. It's fine. It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we're going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet! If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Changing the world is intense. So, what you say? Could you answer a few questions? I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect. Okay. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so
He
painful.
stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Goodbye! Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound you. Yup. Yeah, but my mom said... Yeah, but... If I had a nickel for every yeah, but... I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. Hey, Mr. Sinclair?
Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy, as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here, till Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair? Oh, that's me. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, it ain't gonna be me the one. It ain't gonna be the one who blinks. What does that even mean? It ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Alright then. Sure. Can we go in your house? That would be kind of cool. No? Can we go into the Perennial Harvest? Bye, guys. Thieves. Hoodlums. Okay. Let's go down our secret path. Here we go! Oh, it's that way. Who are you? Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Did we get a cute little memory? Oh my gosh. Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, Buckaroo. Okay. Yes, Dad.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
We don't want Tickle as our bait.
Luca
We want
tied a shoestring to
junk.
the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Oh, absolutely. A shoestring is the way to go. Give it a good cast now. Yeah. Is there something on it? I can't tell. We got a boot! Sometimes I forget I have to push the spacebar to keep going. Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. Nope, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. Aw, how optimistic of you. Okay. Can we only do the one fish? Or do you think there's something specific that we need to catch?
Luca tied a shoestring. What fish could resist an...
Oh, so do we need to do Tickle? Ah, we got something. Ah! Easy there, Buckaroo. You don't know your own strength.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
That's how you catch frogs. We're getting close. Oh, we got it. A ducky! Well, I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you I'd turn up. How cute. Okay. Do we need to fill up the blanket full of stuff? Like, what are we doing? We did both of these.
Luca gently baited it. Good for skimming the...
Come on. Yes. No, it's just another rubber ducky. Okay. Well, we don't have any... Maybe we have to come back. Oh, looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That we have to come back once we have more charms. Okay. Oh, I didn't read that. Go back. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Are we authorized? I would imagine we're authorized.
The boys had a good thing going, as long as they kept old Jeff happy. They had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Cool. I don't know who Jeff is. I don't think we met them already. Ooh, look how cool. Oh yeah, it's the life. It's the life. Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend my first day of summer. Okay.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer.
Aww.
With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
You want it?
On certain
Ooh.
nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static.
Interesting.
Rolo thinks it's aliens.
Probably is aliens.
He always thinks it's aliens.
And who's to say he's incorrect?
After Luca's father had passed, Rolo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rolo's way of keeping him occupied.
So... Oh, I guess there was another path, huh? Down to the right. Yeah, that's where he's standing. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on. I'll catch up. Okay. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. Okay.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain.
Okay.
Too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh! Oh, this is getting good. Okay. I guess I should kind of head over here just to see if there's... Is that the mayor again?
Fulton Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
The Beacon. Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Oh, we can get charms from talking to people too. That's cool. Luca, just the fellow I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate.
What if I don't have enough charms?
Currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Hello. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Hello. Buddy. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Well, I'm glad we accomplished getting into trouble. Don't mind me just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with the Hank Atomic Shrinkle Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself. Are we gonna help him harvest carrots?
Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
Oh, she didn't read that one. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little... chill.
In the past, he found the best way to
It's the
deal
only
with
one
an
we
enraged
have.
Roxy was to be a little chill.
She said we can definitely come back, though. Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer. The sun's shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Aw, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! Alright, I guess we're doing it alone. So, Fitz. What are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's fine. Okay. Can we go inside any of these buildings? Nope. Oh, we can jump. Aha! Look at us. What about up there? That looks like something we should be able to go up into. Look at all these cool cats. Piper. Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course! And it's like the morning. Correct! And you're like, studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Mm-hmm. Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting the kid up for success. Alright. Whatever you say. Was that all that was up there? Wait. We're gonna run back up for a second, because was that all that was up there? We didn't get anything. Nobody gave us anything. I want a charm. Okay. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
What? It's gorgeous. Indulgent. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Bye, Solomon. Oh, the library's closed. Whatever shall we do? Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Okay. That's a deep voice. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that
A
dance.
promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yep, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. All right, buddy, don't be a creep now. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Okay, we gotta go far away from you, preferably.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative.
Yeah, you can tell because everything is like very modern, white, sleek, shiny. If it has anything to do with Perennial Harvest.
It didn't see much use.
What about the mail slot? Nah, nothing interesting about mail apparently. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure. Bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into the Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it. Alright. Ooh, look at this.
Luca peeked up at the beehive.
Bzzz.
It appeared to be deserted.
What? That's strange. Maybe we can find some friends for it. Nope. Nothing there. Wait.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
This isn't the way I was planning on going. Okay, no turning back now. Oh, is this the correct way? Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rollo do
Luca
if he was
often
here?
asked himself what Rollo would do,
Rollo.
so that he could rule out that option.
Oh, I'm definitely not touching that thing. Throw this can at it.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Okay. Find more things to throw.
Luca knew that if he gave up now...
Not. Stop thinking I'm trying to leave. I want to look at these sticks and stuff. Oh. Did we get it? Okay. That's 2.
One more to go.
Let's do it.
The
Haha.
fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine Fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going
There was
on
only
here?
one way to find out.
Investigation. Anything in the log?
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Oh, draining, not spurting. I thought maybe someone was growing stuff in there. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
Luca
Locked.
thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The sound of
Footsteps?
footsteps grew louder.
No! Hello? Ah! What? This is not where I thought this was going. Okay. Shit. Okay.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is taking a turn. It's about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay, so we can use shit there. And then we're not using hide because that says it has its full potential. So we have to go back to this one. Wow. The way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Okay. Let's try this. Make a break for it! What have you done? Ah! Ow! Did that little shit just kick me? I'm sorry, I just can't. Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Ah! Sorry. Aww. Okay. New mission. Oh.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago.
Aww.
The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Oh wait, oh yeah, we can. Sorry about that. Frollo can get overexcited sometimes.
Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by? Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Ah. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's ways. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they can solve. Son.
Solomon shuffled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Okay. We're not talking to this creep again. Tell you what. Why? Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Nuncreed. Kinda in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. No! I win! Little help. Oh, I thought he ran into the fence. I am the champion! We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part establishing that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Okay, we've done this before. It didn't hit. It didn't hit. Whoa, you're a genius. Yep. Almost like we've done this before. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress. Let's go!
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out! Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Ooh. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. He is so cute. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Aw, man, the door is locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Rose! Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic Communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readout? Oh, I thought he was changing. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac? Help is on the way. Get in, get in, get in. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Grody. Ew. Ew. Wait, he just opened it? Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. He is gonna dump stuff on us. Is that a body?
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for
Rollo
clues.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass! Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3.
Ooh. That was so
Finding
good,
a
though.
friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Bye, Granny. Do we have to take the jam to that man? Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Look at her luscious locks. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca, you left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know? Dang! Well, that was strange. Yeah, almost like my granny knows what's happening. Okay. Should we leave? Do we leave the house? Maybe we should let's look out back. Maybe there's something out here. Because she was standing here before and now she's clearly not. No, can't interact. Dang. So maybe we could find like a new charm? Let's just try to leave.
Luca was desperate to check in with Rollo. Until Gran returned, he was trapped.
Dang it.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
The walkie-talkie. Is that coming from upstairs? Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, is that... Oh, it is the walkie-talkie. Okay. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Sounds like Morse code. Over? Ooh. I'm getting chilly. We got a new charm, though. Okay. So do the charms show check marks in here, too? No, just on the thing, because obviously we haven't done the whole story. Oh, there's a knock. Hello? Oh. Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rollo here? No? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
I was worried I was gonna do this, but I really didn't want it to. Okay. Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that
Luca's
he said?
Mouth felt dry.
Luca. No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Hello. Where are you? So we are gonna leave. Sorry, Gran. This is more important than whatever you're doing today. Hi, Beacon. Was it this way or was it the other way? I wonder if the other way is a shortcut. We really need to get back to work. I don't remember what voices I gave them. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tinder. Look at us. Romantic. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Are we playing as Roxy now? No, they're gonna run by and we're gonna go to the library. Which is not this way, unless it was the next screen. What are these directions? Is it like the fall festival? Oh, should I talk to these people before we go? I guess. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is under complete control. That's the mayor, isn't it? It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Cotter. Oh, young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Who's Beck? Who's Beck? I mean, we just got a rose charm, and now we're about to meet a Beck? Where'd she go off to? Miss Beck. Let's go to the library. We'll find her eventually. What's this?
Oh. The cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Okay. Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oh. Of course.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. Do you think that's Beck over there?
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know. Just started
He
it.
gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Thanks. Hi, Beck. Oh, it's Jace. I thought this was gonna be Beck. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet!
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Ugh. More like my complete loss of interest. Burn. Oh. Oops.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
I think that achievement was us finding everything in the library. So, let's go. We didn't look at this shelf. Can't look at that shelf. Oh! What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yup, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often,
This is Beck.
giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
Coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky. Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. I love that. I definitely have an unlucky penny friend. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Ah! Oh, sorry, Beck. I ran into a telephone pole. It's boarded up now. Dang, they boarded up the way in. What's this way? Look at the sludge.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this the sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick?
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. Fresh
What?
small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think I've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
The tickles or the strange? We should do the strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs and,
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk! My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Help! I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. Should we talk about that? That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Oh, we can't cross that because it's got that goo. Oh. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? Oh, this is that teacher, is it not? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorientating, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Yeah, buddy, you're gonna be in big trouble, dude. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. She's not out here. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. We never looked at... Don't. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound. Oh, did I actually leave it open the day before? Probably.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. "The wrong choice, but I respect it." The pond began to freeze over.
What?
"Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
This game is kind of crazy. It's the walkie-talkie
Luca's
again.
eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down
Rollo's
here?
voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no, trust... He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are
Luca
you?
held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely
Rollo's
hear
voice
you.
began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. Ah! You need to... The treehouse. The
With
treehouse!
that, the signal died for good.
Oh, God. What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
In the middle of the night, hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Got it. Was that this way, the treehouse? Can't go that way, so it must not have been.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Oh, it's Gran. And some other people that I don't remember. So, we all understand our roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original
Mr.
plan.
Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with the heiress Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
We shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. She's gonna know that we're not home, though. Gran? Why are you meeting with Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Yeah! Dawn, you scared me! How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Don't tell journalists anything, okay? She works at the newsstand. You can't trust her. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Are you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Just slowly lowering. Okay, so we gotta go to the treehouse. What was this say?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Oh, this was the pond, but that is the treehouse. What does this say? Old Pickler's Pond. Cool. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already
Fear
dead?
gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself
Luca
anymore.
stared at the ground for a moment, trying
Is
to
it the
place
bully?
a dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. That's not creepy at all. That's absolutely not creepy at all, at all, at all. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have any time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second! Of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there! Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Uh-oh.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca, the only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced.
These
He
are
was caught
so
in a trap.
intense.
What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
The only option they had left. What's our option? Damn. Straight, that's our option. Of course that's our option.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight.
Fight. Let's go.
He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr.
Luca
Kerr.
summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey! That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
In
With
this.
a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Dang it! So we're gonna have to go back to something previously and pick something new.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
But we gotta find more
Let's
charms.
put a pin in this for now.
So we can try Tickle there. Or Struggle here. That's interesting. I kind of want to try this one. Let's see where this leads us.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Wow.
Everything's fine.
Everything's perfectly
The
fine.
next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Mm-hmm. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. What'd she do to the other guys? Off with you now while the day is still young. Okay, is it these ones? No. She said by the front door, right? Okay. What are you doing in the secret corner? Oh, she's calling someone. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news. No more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else out there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Man, I need to do more voices more often to get used to this.
This is as loud as I get.
Not you, buddy. Okay, let's go deliver some jams. Okay, so she said the diner. What does the other guy do? The newspaper stand? Hey, that guy's in a different spot this time. Maybe he'll be there later. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem? Oh, he didn't have a country accent. He had...
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume
don't know,
that
a
if
different
he
one.
was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in the town's future, rather than any one particular family. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Do I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Last Chance Diner. Oh, so it's this way. Oh, the newsstand. Okay. In the diner. Hey, Dawn. Yeah. Hey, Aluka. What's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Hey, Dawn. Have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in the Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself in this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Are they... So you needed some. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart with what happened to Eleanor. Oh. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's
Mrs.
see here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How
She
thoughtful.
carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ooh, we get some mama memories. Oh boy. Why is Roxy the same age? I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Miss Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hiya, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Oh, I have to go write it down. Chickie sandwich. Ooh. Is that... Oh, chicken tender? Got it. With bacon? What if we don't have all their stuff? Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Oh yeah. Cold cuts with a pile of slop. I'm gonna assume that's the chili, because it's chill. Yep. Coming right up. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Gazooks, they've shrunk the
Jeff
waitstaff.
slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and to top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus. The heart wants what it wants. He said sweet with cactus. Alright. Heart wants what it wants, I guess. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Ha! Now that's a burger with a bite. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. And Exit the memory. I thought we didn't for a second. I was like, If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Where did... Can I go back here and find stuff? Is one new charms. Oh, we probably have... Nope, not that. Sorry, not that. This one. Mr. Tolliver. Okay, but where? Because I thought it said the newsstand. Oh, no, can you... Like, where is he? Where is he? He needed some too. But where's Mr. Tolliver? Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today.
He handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Yeah, that's exactly what we hoping for. Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. We gotta go. Where was the other guy working at? I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get this jam delivered to... Where? To where? Okay. Is it down this way? What's down this way? We haven't been... Oh! There he is.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. This is my last delivery. Can I just leave the basket here with you? Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Alright, Mr. Tolliver. I didn't think anyone was getting any more weird than Mr. Nuncreed, but somehow you seem to have challenged him on that part. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well, hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world? Pineapple. I don't know why I want to do that accent now. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Alona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. I have a gran that doesn't really want to eat alone. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Okay, to the big creepy gate then. Oh, should we go back down here because we didn't exactly... I want to see if we can find some charms down here. Don't want to talk to you, that's for sure. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice cream from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Okay. To the museum. Celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
That was unhelpful. Yeah, I wanted a charm, you stinker. No touching. Should we touch it? Can we touch it? We kicked it. We got an achievement for being a melon kicker. Nobody said anything. We're off scot-free. Okay, let's go to the big creepy gate. We're coming. Oh. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up. The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on a cockamamie shindigs all the time. Where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Fell right into the trap there, bud. That was exactly the point Are we stuck on a banner or what? That's exactly the point he was making. Does this go anywhere? It's just like... No. Hey. So who lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the Fowl Harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this Fowl Harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way... I really just don't know the voice to put on for her, so I feel like I keep flip-flopping everywhere. Or him. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
We're gonna instantly bring up their work, aren't we? Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
All right.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair.
Pineapple pizza?
The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams.
Ooh.
Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Okay. So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort
Ilona
into dinner.
nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little
Luca
tired.
wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here
Beck
for
gave
work.
Luca a swift kick under the table.
I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but we do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the
Luca
ground.
glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you
Beck
didn't—
slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Oh, Beck is a girl. Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend
Luca
Rollo
glanced
soon.
outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around
Luca
here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Is she gonna come with? Wait up! I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Ooh, Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Ooh, rumble or break? I feel like rumble is better.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm
Luca
kicks off?
surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for
At
it.
that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Oh no, now we can't meet with Rollo, though. Oh heck, I thought we were just gonna go have fun in the rain. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach her gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chew that one for
Luca
47
wiped his
days.
hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh. Weird can be cool. Oh, wow! Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah? Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. But they're really trying to feel good about themselves. They do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Ah!
Voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
Quickly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you
Beck
around.
gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
That was
Chapter
so sweet.
5. Friendly feud.
Ooh.
The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things.
Is this because we didn't get to meet with Rollo?
Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Okay, let's go.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Oh? Hey Dawn, tracking down a lead? You bet! I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo! So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Okay. Not that way. Can you go in here? It's like lit up. No. I wonder why we can jump. Will we be needing that? She's still reading by the fountain. Oh. Excuse me, what are you doing here? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule? Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Dang, that man is really a villain. I thought he was so nice when we first met him. Okay. We gotta go to the treehouse. Rollo's gonna be so happy about our new friend. Right? Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry. Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back? Never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
Uh-oh. You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little
Rollo
late.
scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at
Luca
Beck's house.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to Mission Control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh, wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad
Rollo's tone
friend.
changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around. Oh.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Yeah, buddy.
But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Buddy. Why are we here but not going to bed? Okay. Are we going through our old
Luca
stuff?
dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Oh, is there anything else in the box first before we go to bed? No. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
Oh, okay. You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by your door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Buddy. You're so sad. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Or are we just hanging out in a room? We got more old stuff to go through? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I bet Rollo's still going to go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable.
Luca dozed off again.
Oh. Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. I just want to kick the thing. There we go.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca
Aww.
stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip. His father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luke appeared at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us?
Yeah, what's going on
The
here?
figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant.
Ooh.
The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Oh, do you think it's Rolo though? Oh, no, it's Gran. Mom? No, dear. It's only
Luca
Gran.
rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter.
Gran
But he...
silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Now, get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay. Whew.
Chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Debating on if I want to keep going tonight. The issue is this game's addicting. But I think it's like 10 hours long. So we're not going to be able to finish it. What did I write? Oh, it's not 10 hours. It's like 7. So, yeah. Because I think that we're about at the halfway point. It says it's like 5.5 hours to 6.5 hours long. But I don't think we're going to do a 6-hour stream today. which means that we should probably cut it here. Otherwise, next time we do it, it's going to be potentially like an hour-long stream to finish it. And I don't think that we should do it like that. Logically, okay, in my mind, it's mathing, all right? Up here, the math is mathing, all right? So, but regardless, that means that we are going to call it there. Can I? Yeah, cool. Just wanted to make sure that I could exit here. I'm hoping it saves. Oh, wait, saved at 1 minute ago. We'd love to see it. Okay, that means I'm going to cut it here. This game's really good. I'm really, people did not disappoint. When they said this game was really good, they meant it. They said it with their whole heart, their whole chest, all their lung capacity. They said it with the diaphragm, all right? And they were correct. But yes, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Everybody that stopped in, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'll be back again in another couple of days. We will definitely be finishing this one. I'll probably do something in between, but can't wait to finish this one. I feel like I'm going to think about it until we finish it. But anyway, thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!